here on the best podcast available, live from the Cross Country Mortgage Campus in Berea. I'm Jason Gibbs, happy to be joined by Isaiah McGuire, our new defensive end from the University of Missouri.
Yes, sir.
I have a great story about the University of Missouri. We played out there. I went to Bowling Green.
Okay.
All right. This is way back. When were you born?
01.
Yeah. Great. Fantastic. It's like 6 years before you were even born, I was doing this. So we went out there and we upset Missouri.
Okay.
Big win for Bowling Green.
Mhm.
Big moment. I wasn't on that trip. The following year, we went back out there.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys had a guy by the name of Colby Jones.
Okay.
He was a quarterback. They were a top 5 team in the country.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the sideline reporter. Your fans threw oranges at me because the Orange Bowl was the national championship game. We got covered in oranges.
Yep.
Our coach pulled the team off the field.
Wow.
They had to make an announcement to stop throwing oranges at us, or you guys were going to have to forfeit.
Wow.
Not kidding. It was, I smelled like orange. I never got a chance to shower after the game. We were on a plane home. It was 100 degrees, but it was a fantastic stadium. Like fans sitting on the grass.
Mm-hmm. Rock him.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It was a pretty fantastic little stadium. So,
Sure.
Welcome to Cleveland. Sorry, not about me. It's about him. Isaiah McGuire joins us here on the show. What's it been like since you walked into the Cross Country Mortgage Campus?
Honestly, like I said, it's been a blessing. God give the glory to God for me to be a part of this organization, especially with a lot of rich history at this organization, being the Cleveland Browns and all the great players that have been through this organization, for me to be a part of that and now start my journey to stamp my name in this organization is truly a blessing.
Was there a moment where you just kind of stopped and took it all in and said, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe this is happening?
Honestly, for me, it was when I was able to see my locker and seeing the players I'm next to and the players that are across from me. It's like, man, I've been looking at these players for years, and now I'm their locker mate or their teammate now, and I'm going to learn from them and grow as a player, grow as a person. Like I said, I'm just all excited.
So, growing up, you end up going to Missouri from Oklahoma.
Yes, sir.
What made you go to the University of Missouri?
Missouri. So for me, I wasn't necessarily a heavy recruit out of high school. So Missouri is my only Power 5 offer. So I feel like God made it easy for my decision.
That's pretty good.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You gained playing time right away as a freshman.
Yes, sir.
Worked your way up. Senior year, you were all SEC in some publications, which is pretty great considering the talent level.
For sure.
In the SEC. Is there a moment that you will always remember about your time at Missouri? Is there a standout moment? Is there a favorite moment?
Favorite moment? I feel like that's pretty hard to pick from. For me, honestly, just being in the locker room with my teammates and spending time with them and being in the indoor with them doing extra work, or whether it's, after practice or workouts or whatnot, and just going and hanging out with each other at, someone's apartment or someone's dorm room, whatever it may be. So for us at the University of Missouri, defensive line was a pretty tight-knit group. So for us, like I said, we know family. That was our big motto thing, or D-line zoo is what we called it, our fraternity per se. So honestly, just being around those guys and being in the locker room and, having an impact on as many people as I can in that building, for sure.
All right. So leadership is a big part of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds like. You were voted captain.
Yes, sir.
Your senior year at Missouri. What does it take to be a good leader, in your opinion?
Honestly, just doing the right things, first and foremost. You can't necessarily try to lead someone, tell them to do something when you're not doing it. So you have to have that accountability for yourself as a player, as a person, as a teammate to do those right things. Secondly, obviously, like I said, just making an impact and, having an impact on people as a person. You have to, have that gravitational pull, for people to want to follow you. And obviously, making plays on the field definitely kind of puts you in that limelight, but it's more than just making plays. It's like I said, having those one-on-one interactions with people in the locker room, at Mizzou, college-wise, whether it's a walk-on, whether it's a scholarship player, whether it's the janitor, whether it's the training staff, just building those relationships to where, we're all on the same page and on one accord.
It's pretty good. Not too shabby at all. So, how do you, as a leader, you've been a leader at Mizzou, how do you come in here when you're the new guy?
For sure.
Like, how do you lead? Do you have to change your leadership style at all?
It's not even necessarily that. It's just starts all over again. Honestly, like I said, it's pretty much like being a freshman again. To where, like I said, you're just doing the right things and you're putting your head down. You're working continuously, picking the brains of the veterans. Like I said, building those relationships with everyone in the building. So, like I said, even Miss Katie in the building, I'm building a great relationship with her in terms of, like I said, just being new and being present, spending that extra time to accomplish the things I want to accomplish, but also, like I said, helping this team win a lot of football games.
What has the process been since that final game uh, in a Missouri uniform
Hmm.
to now? Because it tends to be a whirlwind, and it takes a lot. A lot of the rookies have said, like, you really don't get a chance. The veterans, I should say, have told us you don't really get a chance to catch your breath until after your rookie season,
Hmm.
when you actually have an off season. There has not been an off season,
No.
I'm assuming. What has that been like since your last day in a Mizzou uniform?
Honestly, piggybacking off of what the veteran said is true thus far. Like I said, you finish your senior season or, whatever year you decide to declare for the NFL draft, and now you have to pick an agent. Now you have to pick what place you want to train at. Now you have to improve this, improve that. Now you're talking to scouts or, whoever may be calling you or whatnot. And a lot of people may be in your ear, but you still have to block out all that noise and focus on what's ahead of you. Keep the main thing is what my dad likes to say. So, like I said, just having the mindset to stay grounded, stay focused, keep the right people around you, and everything will become success.
Tight family?
Absolutely.
How many siblings?
5 brothers.
Youngest?
I am the middle.
Oh, you're right in the middle.
In the middle.
What was that like growing up?
So one, I mean, so I have 2 older stepbrothers and 3 younger biological brothers. And like I said, going to visit my family, with my stepbrothers, kind of being the little brother that got picked on, but definitely helped me kind of grow up just a little bit, a little tad, get a little bit tougher growing up for sure. And like I said, also being a role model for my younger brothers in terms of, like I said, this is how you want to conduct yourself, carry yourself, growing up through whether it's your teenage years, college years, and now being a professional athlete, being more of an adult rather than anything. It's just continuing to be that role model because they're always looking for sure.
Now, do the younger two play football?
So my 2 younger fraternal twin brothers, the youngest, they will play sports events. I'm pretty sure they're in soccer right now.
Okay.
My dad's trying to take time to develop, make sure their brains develop, and
No, I get that.
and find what they actually enjoy for sure.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I went through the whole soccer circuit with my kids. I was quite pleased when soccer ended and we could move on to something else. No disrespect to soccer, but yeah, I'm disrespecting soccer. Um, in terms of who you wanted to get to know here, what's it been like since you've been in the building, working with Jim Schwartz, with Ben Bloom, who's one of our favorites, and just the defense as a whole? What's it been like as you get ready? Now, you're going to meet a lot of the veterans this
For sure.
week for
For sure.
when OTAs start and working through mini camp. But have you gotten a chance to get to know a lot of those guys or the coaches yet?
Primarily the coaches, like I said, spending time with Coach Bloom and Coach Thomas in the defensive line room, and I really haven't had as many conversations with Coach Schwartz, but I believe those will happen down the road. Obviously, with a lot of time on our hands, investing time in that building to win football games, and like I said, just getting to know the personnel, and like I said, everyone's in there is very genuine and they care about you as a person, so it's a great culture in there, and that does nothing but make a player feel more comfortable in terms of environment to be successful.
Your former teammate, Jordan Elliott,
Hmm.
have you got a chance to talk with him since you got drafted finally?
I actually have not gotten a chance to talk with him yet, but I definitely know when he gets here, I'm trying to decide if I want to jump on him, give him a big hug, or keep it cool and cordial. But those were one of the players that I looked up to. When I was a freshman, it was his last year at Mizzou going out. Like I said, he was always a guy that did the right things and did extra, and always had a mental sharp focus about himself as a person. So he carried himself as a pro before he actually got to the pros.
What is your goal here before the team breaks? For a quick little summer break on June
Mhm.
8th. What's your goal here for the next month?
Honestly, just improve as a player, improve my fundamentals and my technique, get to know that playbook really well. Pick the brains of the veterans. Like I said, for me, for those guys, those are my mentors. And like I said, for me to be the player that I want to be, I have to, kind of get under their wing or whatnot. Like I said, it's literally being a freshman again. And like I said, picking their brain and figuring out, what is your routine and how you take care of your body. What do you eat? How do you study film? How do you do work outside? What is the right time? When is the right time to rest your body so you don't get burnt out? Just those different things, honestly.
All right. If you have do you believe in a cheat day or a cheat meal when it comes to food? Day.
I got a bad sweet tooth.
Oh yeah,
very bad.
What's the go-to?
A lot of sweets. I mean,
is there a favorite? Is there a pie? Is there a cookie? Is there candy?
My Grammy's sweet potato pie is the best dessert in the world for me. That's just my personal opinion, but kind of a fact also. You name it, fruit snacks, cookies, or whatnot. Like I said, but even on a cheat day, I have to limit myself.
Everything's got to be in moderation.
Got to.
Absolutely. Is there, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you eat?
Ooh, that's a great question, honestly. Is it like a certain type of food or just a specific meal?
It can be, me, I love pizza.
Okay.
I can eat pizza anytime, any day.
I can see that answer. I respect that answer. Man, for me, it'll have to be some type of variation of barbecue.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Ribs, chicken, pulled pork? All of the above. Coleslaw?
I'm not a coleslaw fan at all.
Okay. Baked beans?
Of course.
With the brisket in it.
Got to.
Biscuit. They do a fantastic in the cafe, a little brisket baked bean.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, should be. They do a fantastic job. If you weren't playing football, what sport would you want to play?
What sport? Honestly, baseball. Seems like, I went to, like I said, I know that, baseball is a very hard sport and very technical and whatnot, but I remember, in my time in Mizzou, we went to a Cardinals game and a Royals game, and outfielders were just relaxing for most of the game. I said, man, that must be nice.
Not a bad gig.
Not a bad gig at all.
You got to figure out how to hit the 95-mile-an-hour fastball.
For sure. That's a part of it.
But in the outfield.
Yeah, they're relaxing for most of the game. So that seemed like a pretty nice job to do.
All right. Okay. All right. What do you want Browns fans to know about you that maybe they don't? What do you want Browns fans to know about Isaiah McGuire?
One, I'm a man of God. Like I said, that's my foundation as a person. Two, I'm here to really contribute and become a great player for this organization, truthfully.
I think you will. And we wish you all the best of luck. Appreciate a few minutes today.
For sure.
Good luck with the rest of the mini camp and the off-season program. And look forward to following your career here as it gets started in the National Football League.
Right on. Appreciate it.